Hello, and a very warm welcome to Dodger's Trips. I'm Dodger. Today you find me in Hebden Bridge, but I haven't come here to have a look around the village. I'm going somewhere else. I'm going to a secret location, the Brigadoon of West Yorkshire. So join me and let me take you to this secret village. So we've got to go under the platform here, go down the slope to get out of Hebden Bridge station. Been to Hebden Bridge many a time, but I've never been to this secret place. I'm calling it a secret place in a secret place really, but not many people who come to Hebden Bridge would go to where we're going today. So we'll see outside. Here we are. Welcome to Hebden Bridge. 500 years of creativity from 1510. 170 years of rail travel. There we go. So we're here at the railway station. I'm going to cross over the bridge. You've got a choice to walk into the town. You can either walk along the canal side or you can take the road this way. But in any case, I need to be down at Old Gate. Right, so this is the entrance to walk through the park. So we'll put this on fast forward. Well, I'm here just over the river is Old Gate, and I'm here in the main street of Hebden Bridge. Bit of a breeze going on today, it's not so warm, but what I'm going to be doing today, I don't think I'm going to need to worry about being cold. But just look at this scene, the ducks. Gently flowing river. Obviously Hebden Bridge is prone to flooding, so it's not always as nice as this, but this bridge here is the old packhorse bridge, and I'm going to be following an old packhorse train. Now it's one of the things I like to do. I like to find a packhorse bridge. They're always very, very beautiful to look at, very old, and they've got their own special charm. Not like a modern day bridge, but there's a sign on here saying it was restored in 2011. So yeah, maybe it was being damaged in floods, or it's just in need of a revamp. But Might be a bit of watery eye going on today with all this breeze, but I'll do my best. So this is where we're starting. We're going up over the Perched Bridge. Now I bet there's a few of you who are familiar with Hebden Bridge have probably guessed where I'm walking to today. But if not, just get on your treadmill, put this video on YouTube and you can walk along with me. So as I descend the other side, this is Hebden Bridge Old Gate. Now then, for those of you who are old enough, you could be forgiven into thinking that maybe Charles Hawtrey and Kenneth Williams or Sid James is going to pop up any moment now, because where I'm walking up, as I say, the old Packhorse Trail. This is a place that's going to take us up the hillside high above Hebden Bridge. Now the reason I mentioned Charles Hawtrey and the Carry On crew is that this footpath is called the Buttress. Carry on up the Buttress. Yeah, but as well as being an old packhorse route and a route to the village that I'm heading to, this is the scene of an annual bicycle challenge as well. Now there's a place in the Netherlands called the Kopenberg, and that is something similar to this but twice the distance, and from all accounts it can even embarrass the most professional, fittest of cyclists. Now the Buttress here in Hebden Bridge is only half as long as the Kopenberg in the Netherlands, but the Buttress is twice as steep. And as I say, it's part of a cycle race, which is, the whole race is uphill, so they must do it in stages. Maybe this is one stage of that race. I was reading a tip from a cyclist who's completed this without stopping. That's the challenge, to try and get to the top without stopping. Apparently his tip is stay sat down, keep the weight on over the back, but you have to sort of lean forward and have a little bit of weight on the front wheel, because otherwise the front wheel is liable to send you doing backflips down the hillside. So I'm told the steepest part, which we've just done probably, is where there's like a drainage ditch. Maybe this is what's supposed to be the drainage ditch. There's another entry there onto the Buttress. But there we are. Yeah, so in advertising this challenge, they say, or the challenge they lay down to cyclists is, so you think you're fast on your cycle, but could you take it up the Buttress? Enter Charles Hawtrey, Kenneth Williams and Sid James. Carry on up the Buttress. Anyway, enough talk of up the Buttress. Let's just have a look, see what we can see of Hebden Bridge at this point. So, still a fair way to go. I've been told it takes about half an hour to get to this location, and it's all uphill. So I'll catch you in a little while. Just catching my breath back. There is a handrail going down one side, so if you do need some assistance, you've got that to hold on to. Now, what's the difference between cobbles and sets? I sort of interchanged the use of those words really, without really knowing the difference. So last night I googled definition of cobbles and sets. Apparently a set is typically a square or a rectangular piece of stone, typically used in footpaths and roads. A cobble is more often a rounded stone, weather worn, and maybe used for edgings. So I know they refer to Coronation Street as being on the cobbles. Maybe it should be on the sets of stone. Now these stones, when they were laid because the pack horses were going to be using them, and they're not laid level. There's like a raise above the one in front, and that was to give the horses a grip as they climb this steep Buttress footpath. It probably helps humans these days as well. We keep going. Just seen two people ahead of me, but one person going down. That's the only sight I've caught of anybody so far. Breathing heavily. What's this? A graveyard. I didn't know this was here. Cross Lanes Methodist graveyard. These stones are going to be weather worn. Probably the inscriptions will be unreadable. I don't know, you can still, on this side, you can still make out something of the inscriptions. Yeah. I'm trying to see what was the year of death in some of these cases. Sad one here. Sissy, I think, aged 2 months, 1875, and Lillian, the sister, also 75, aged in 1875, aged 8 months, and then Edith, who was 40 something years old. Oh, dear. So these are 1917, 1937, 1927. Got a military grave here, a Commonwealth grave. Private J.T. Johnson, Duke of Wellington's regiment, 1st of November 1920. Presumably he would have served in the First World War for the Duke's regiment. We're just having a look over the lower graveyard wall here, get a pretty good view now. The hills overlooking Hebden Bridge from that side, the town down in the bottom here. See the cars. What's it? A main route into the town. These houses here have a right view, don't they? No fear of flooding, I shouldn't think, apart from what might run down the hillside. There we are. Let's just go on a little bit more. John Salmon died 1843. Amelia, wife of Fred Nichol. Wife of Fred Nichol of Stansfield Hall, Todmorden. Maybe after Fred died, Amelia moved to Hebden Bridge, 1897, but aged only 29. But also, of the above, Fred Nicol, who died in 1913, so Amelia preceded Fred. Thomas Booth and Priscilla, his widow, who died in 1914. There we are. Right, got my breath back. I think it's time to tackle the last stretch of the buttress. Here we are, this is the last few metres now, getting to the top of the buttress, but it's not the top of the climb. Maybe we're only halfway or a third of the way there. Come out onto a regular road now. And I have to carry on walking along this road, watching for traffic because there's no footpath by the looks of it. We carry on ascending all the while. Yeah, this stretch of road is about 400 metres, about a quarter of a mile before you get to the footpath. So I just had to sort of hold my hand out there as I got to the bend because got 3 cars coming round the corner. Obviously they don't see until the last second, so I held my arm out so they've got a bit of extra warning. So continuing down, you can see how the road there's a footpath by the wall, so that's going to be a bit better for walking, but walking uphill still. There comes a point on any walk, especially when you haven't done it before and you're not quite sure of the precise route, where you start to think, have I walked further than I needed to? Am I going away from where I want to be? Now this road is a steady climb up the hillside, and I'm looking for a set of steps on the left hand side. I keep seeing, a break where there are a few steps, but not like it shows on a photograph that I've got. I'm sort of trying to identify to know where I need to take a left. See some buildings up at the top of the hill there, so maybe there might be a footpath coming up. We'll keep walking in the meantime. Got all the leaves running towards me here. That shows a brisk breeze. But it's nice when you're walking. I mean, there's a couple of cars now, but there's nothing too much. And I'm mainly walking along here with just the sound of my boots standing on twigs and standing on leaves, and very nice to be out. Still here, still climbing. I did see a couple take that dirt track behind me, but that pointed to some woods and Hebden Bridge, another route back to Hebden Bridge, possibly then. But no sign of these stairs on the left hand side. There's history at the top of this hill. Would I be coming if there weren't any history? I don't know. Well, the pictures that I've seen, looks a very attractive place. But it's not getting any easier, I can tell you. Bring me some steps. What did Wellington say at Waterloo? Bring me the night, or bring me Blucher. I hate to say it looks like it's levelling out at the top, but it's probably just deceiving. This village is keeping its secrets well under wraps. Am I even going to get there, or is this just going to be a walk up a random hillside? The clatter of a sign in the ghost village. They don't clean the signs up here too often. I see a residence. I see a signpost for a footpath. I just met a lovely couple there, obviously know the area well. They said, no, I haven't walked up too far, and if I just take a track, this footpath along the edge of the field, it leads to a track which will then take me into the village. So I feel change of surface, I feel I could be getting somewhere now. Not sheep for company. Nice sheep. No other signposts, so I'm just following this well-worn trodden path here through the wall. I'll continue on up. Hopefully I'm going the right way this time. Oh, I am on track to find the track. Alright, sheep. Oh, we got a limping sheep. We're all running now to catch up. Yeah, I can see another gate next to the large metal gate there. The entrance to the field, so pretty safe to say I'm good. I just thought I'd give the wind muffler on the microphone, give it a test. I'm on top of the hill now and it is blowing quite a bit. See how much the wind affects the sound. How is the wind muffler good? Even on this blustery day. Did a good job on the Shetlands anyway, I must say. On Shetland, sorry. Got told off by someone for calling it Shetlands. It's not Shetlands, Shetland. They don't even refer to it as Shetland Islands, they just call it Shetland. The old stone water trough there. This is the way that it covers both fields, goes under the wall. Oh yeah, nice. Dog fouling, clean it up, please keep to the footpath. Yeah, straight up, this is me. And this is pretty much a guided footpath now with the walls on either side. Hopefully I'll see the hamlet of Heptonstall. Yeah, so as I say, quite a bit of history in Heptonstall for such a small place, and it's also a bit of a pilgrimage location as well for a lot of people. I can just see some chimneys, rooftops, top of a church there. I understand that there's a former Wesleyan chapel. There's also an abandoned church, a church in ruins, and also a newer church. Hopefully we get to see all three. Even on a dark grey day like this, it's lovely to be out in the middle of nowhere. Virtually no people, certainly across this hillside, no vehicles. There's a hum of some sort of works going on the other side of the valley there. That's all I can hear. You can see the cars, but you can't hear the cars. Very much looks like 200 or 300 yards I'm going to be hitting the village.